Imagine this. You start a company, but you don't hire a single employee. Not one person writing code. Not a single manager overseeing a team. That's the whole idea. A workforce made entirely of autonomous AI agents. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. It's happening right now with a project called Paperclip AI, and it's giving us a wild preview of where things are headed. So, how on earth is this even possible? Well, the technology behind it all is Paperclip AI. So let's dive in and break down what it actually is. Okay, so at its core, Paperclip AI is an orchestration platform. It's not one single AI. It's more like a system that takes all these different AI tools and organizes them into a real functioning company structure. And this really gets at the huge leap we're talking about here. This is not like using ChatGPT to write one email for you. This is about building an entire organization of AI agents that all work together on a really complex goal. So inside this AI organization, you have all these specialized agents. You've got a CEO AI that handles the strategy and delegates. You've got developer AIs writing the code, marketing AIs doing the outreach, and research AIs gathering info. They all work together, just like a real company. And this is the mindset shift that's so crucial. We have to stop looking at this like it's just another tool. It's not. It's an autonomous execution engine. You give it a goal, and it just runs with it. So how does it all actually work under the hood? Let's get into the mechanics. Okay, so the process is a lot like a real-world project. First, you define a big goal, something like build a SaaS product. The CEO agent then takes that and breaks it down into smaller tasks, UI, backend, marketing. Then it assigns that work out to the specialized agents, and they just start working, all on their own. The whole time, the system is tracking output, costs, and progress. And get this, the system is totally dynamic. If it realizes a task needs more help, it can actually hire more AI agents to jump in. It scales itself. So when you boil it all down, what you're seeing here is this incredible merger of three different fields: the structure of project management, the raw power of automation, and the intelligence of AI agents, all packed into one system. All right, so the tech is impressive, no doubt. But why is it causing such a stir right now? Well, let's talk about the massive shift this thing represents. This is probably the single biggest takeaway. We are shifting from thinking about AI as tools that we use to thinking of them as autonomous employees that we direct. Here's the difference in a nutshell. With most tools today, it's a constant cycle. You prompt, you wait, you guide, right? With Paperclip, your role changes completely. You just set the direction and it executes. Your job becomes strategic, not just tactical. And here's the kicker. It's not a closed system. It's designed to pull in a whole bunch of different AI models, like Claude for text, Codex for code, Cursor for editing. It basically grabs the best tool for each specific job and plugs it into the workflow. So the way we think about this has to change. The game isn't about picking the right tool for a task anymore. It's about designing and building the most effective team of AI agents to get the job done. Okay, let's not get too carried away. This stuff is powerful, but it's really important to have a solid reality check and look at what this really means for the future. Let's be really clear. This technology is far from perfect. It's still very, very early stage, and it absolutely needs human oversight. And honestly, try to figure out what went wrong when multiple AIs are involved. Well, it can get messy, fast. And frankly, if you don't naturally think in systems, a tool like this is just going to overwhelm you. This is not for beginners. This is for people who think like architects, founders, and builders, people who design complex systems for a living. But make no mistake, what we're seeing here is a preview. In the next, say, 3 to 5 years, you can expect to see tiny teams of people achieving massive output. You'll see solo founders running entire companies with AI agents. And yeah, managers, they might just be the first roles to get replaced because their core job, breaking down goals, delegating, tracking progress, is exactly what these platforms are built to automate. This is a fundamental change in how work gets done. The value is shifting away from the person who does the work and over to the person who can design the system that does the work automatically. Which leads us to the most important question of all. In this new era, who are the people who are actually going to win? The real winners are going to be the people who master a whole new set of skills. Things like designing these complex AI workflows, structuring systems of autonomous agents, and just fundamentally thinking in automation first. So if you're serious about the future of AI, you have to start thinking beyond just using tools. You have to start thinking in AI systems, because the next billion-dollar companies, they won't be defined by how many people they hire. They'll be defined by how many agents they deploy.